Good afternoon, music lovers, and welcome to another Sound Weekly interview. Today we are joined with Danni Jackson, and she's here to tell us more about why she chose to become a singer. Good evening, Danni. So, why did you choose to become a singer?
I knew I wanted to become a singer from a really, really young age. Just watching pop stars on TV, watching music videos, listening to music, I would then sing along, and I loved it, and it was what I wanted to do. I didn't start taking it seriously though until I was about until I was about 21, until I left university. But it was always in my head that I knew I wanted to do it.
So, how did you start off?
So I went to university and did a degree in art and events management. And while I was there, I spent lots and lots of time not really doing my degree and doing the Performing Arts Society stuff instead. So I was involved in all the productions, and I had to sing to be a part of that. And I'd never really sung in front of anyone before auditioning to be in the musicals, but I had to in order to get a part. So ever since I started singing in the musicals, I started finding my voice a bit more, knowing what I liked singing, what style my voice was good for singing. And then I left uni and I got a message from a guy saying, can you lay down some vocals for a track, write them, record them, and we'll see if we like it for this band they were working with, a collaboration. And I just hired a local studio, a friend of a friend really that I knew. And it went really well with the people who own the studio. They said, come back, we want to work with you, we'll give you some production so you can write to it. And from then on, really, I just started recording an EP with them. They were very, very supportive of me, and I sort of just found my sound, really. I spent a year in the studio, so it really started off just that one time hiring studio, and then them saying, come and work with us, and that was amazing because I had never really been given a chance to write music before that, like with a team, like working with me and helping me find my sound. So that was great, and that was in about end of 2013.
Who inspired you the most to become a singer?
So I've said this before to people, but loads of people say that there's one person who inspires them the most, but to me it's more sort of family and friends, and comments I've had throughout my life saying, you should really be a performer, or you should really look into doing this, and I've always gone, oh yeah, whatever. But then, the more I got into singing and performing in front of people, the more I thought, actually, no, I really want to do this. So actually what inspired me was probably performing in front of people and thinking, I really don't want to do anything else. And then seeing other people do it around me, friends that were trying to pursue the same thing, and thinking, well, if they can do it, so can I. So that inspires me, really, just seeing people around me trying to achieve it as well. It just makes you want to work just as hard.
So, obviously, being extremely busy, where do you find time to do your writing for your songs?
I write mostly in my bedroom when I get time to myself, but really anywhere. So I could literally be in the pub and I'll think of a melody and I'll go and record it into my phone, or I could be on the tube, outside, on the toilet, anywhere really. Wherever I feel inspired, wherever I hear a beat or want to say something, I'll write it down.
So where was the first place you ever performed at?
So the first place I ever performed my own music at, which I kind of count as my first performance really, was in Bournemouth at a charity event called Ox Jam. And a friend from uni was running it, and he said, well, will you come down and sing? And by this point I'd kind of written 5 or 6 songs that, with a guitarist, that I was ready to perform. And I sang my original songs in front of an audience, and that was amazing. That was completely different to singing anyone else's stuff. That was really quite nerve-wracking, but it was great, and it went down really well.
So obviously you've been a part of BBC Introducing. What was it like? Did you have any certain feelings towards being part of that industry?
BBC Introducing was amazing. I remember I was working a shitty job at the time, and I was on my lunch break, and I got an email saying, your song We Ain't Got Love has been chosen as the BBC Introducing track of the day, and I just screamed, and all my colleagues were like, what's going on? So that was amazing, and I remember when I first heard it on the radio as well, and that was incredible, and a lot of my friends were tuning in as well, which was great. That was great. That opened up a lot of doors, just people wanting to maybe work with me and listening to my music, and that was incredible. That was a great feeling.
So would you classify that as your breakthrough moment, or is there another point in time you thought you finally made it in the music industry?
I feel like that was definitely the moment that I thought, okay, I am good enough to do this, because if they've chosen my song, then I'm not rubbish, and I'm not just doing this for no reason, you know. That inspired me. So I say, like, things in my life have inspired me. That really inspired me to write more, get better, put more music out, you know. So I would say that was a personal breakthrough for me into having the confidence to know that I should really be pursuing this, because a lot of the time you can lose your way, you can feel like, I'm not good enough, this isn't going to happen for me. But then when something like that happens, you are literally filled with so much confidence, and it was great. It was amazing.
So obviously, apart from singing, you must have some other hobby. What is it?
I dance and act. So I taught dance for about 10 years. I don't do as much as I used to, but I try and get to classes occasionally. But mostly, apart from singing, I run. I don't run. Mostly apart from singing, I have a part of a comedy duo with my best friend. We do a kind of friend versus best friend thing of funny situations that you get into with your best friend, and with your friend it's quite boring, but when you're with your best friend it's amazing. And that's gone really well. We are working with a production company at the moment, and we've just signed with an agent, and I've just signed solo with an agent, with the same agent as well. So that's great. The acting side of things is going really well, so I'm kind of meddling both at the moment, but I wouldn't give up one for the other. I would do both, and one door always leads to another. So I do that outside of singing. I'm very busy, never sleep.
And Danni, the $1 million question, what do you plan to do next?
What's next? So I've just released a music video to a song called So Sick, and that literally came out about a week ago, and I'm really proud of that music video, so I hope that does well. More collaborations with artists. I think it's really important as an up-and-coming artist, when you're not very well known, is just to collaborate with different people, because their fan base will see you. Like, it's you have to be open to collaborating, so I'm really open to that. Going to be producing more music more frequently. It took me a while to get my latest song out after my first EP, just due to loads of different reasons. But I want to be more frequent with my releases, just keep producing, just all about quantity, but producing them with quality, because I personally feel that I wouldn't put out a music video or a song unless I knew 100% it was the perfect quality for what I want. So yeah, just releasing more stuff, more music videos, more gigging, getting a live band together, and just pushing forward with it really, just trying to get my name out there.
Unfortunately, that's all we've had time for today with this interview with Danni Jackson. But if you want to keep up to date, you can always check out our website or our YouTube, and there'll be more information there about who we're going to interview next, and you can get exclusive sneak peeks. So keep it sound.